Look! I'm Rant, and this is a Rant Revisits, and I am going to play some Quake 2. Oh, look at that. Look at that sweet ass intro cinematic. It's the best. So 98? '97. Quake 2 was released in 1997 for the personal computer. Sequel to Quake, although only in name only, kind of, basically. And I think this might be, like, I really like Quake 1, but this game, there's something about it that has always resonated a little bit more with me. Mainly because I remember playing a lot of this multiplayer at LANs. I don't know, it was one of the first games I remember. I mean, it wasn't the first game that did it, but it was one of the first games I remember being able, seeing modded character skins in, that were like more than, they changed the actual size of the character models and shit like that, more than just skinning the same one, kind of like Quake did. Spent many hours having the shit kicked out of me by Kenny from South Park, or fucking Darth Vader. It was cool, but like, I also, this is the first game with, like, this first ID or EVE game that tried to have some story in it, like, more than what was just in the manual. So you are part of, I think the story was along the lines of, you discover the existence of the Strog, who, like, butcher and cannibalize humans and turn them into their own fucking weird strogified race. And you're part of an invasion to shut down their I think you're like an advanced team to shut down their defenses on their homeworld as a counterattack. As you just saw, you overshoot your landing because you get tagged on the way in. But yeah, this was the first time cutscenes were in a game, in a, like, id Software game. That was just cool. Here's no flight control. Ruh-oh. So I'm actually playing this through a source port as well. What was it? KM Quake. Oh, so goddamn good. Oh. Establish communications. Terrible fucking shot. So this one also introduced, like all id Software games basically at the time, like revolutionary first-person shooter engines. This one introduced death animations. Which is cool. Some of them do like death rattles, which they'll fire off shots after you take them out. There's also, I don't know, mouse wheel bound, cool. Well, coloured lighting also, so you can see on the gun. That was massive for the fucking time. Coloured lighting in a video game. Dynamic coloured lighting anyway. What else was there? The levels were also a little bit more modular as well, which is weird for the time. Or odd. New, in fact. Really cool. The soundtrack also. Fucking awesome. It's so fucking good. But you had your sort of stock standard weapons. So this was also new, but I don't think I'd seen this very much in a game before Quake either. The gun, the machine gun had like muzzle climb, which was crazy for the time. The gun would have a line of its own. But you also had, what's that? Death Rattle. Only shot his body. And better. So you had pistol. This is the first id game not to have a melee weapon either. No chain gun, no no chain gun, no fists. So main guns were flare gun, shotgun, super shotgun, machine gun, chain gun, railgun, plasma blaster, or hyper blaster I think it was called in this, rocket launcher, grenade launcher, and this had the BFG in it as well, which was the first time since Doom that made a reappearance. Fuck yeah, listen to that goddamn guitar. Yeah. Look at that lighting. It's fucking mind blowing in 1997. The only other thing I vaguely remember about this game at the time was barely at release barely having a fucking PC that was capable of running it. And then this was also about the time that I started understanding what you could do to PCs. Let's go to the second level. What you could do to PCs to get the most out of them. Vividly remember seeing some of my dad's mates whenever they get together for a LAN, we would, and this was just coming out. This had just come out, we got together for a LAN and watching them strap 2 Voodoo 2s video cards, which for at the time they're up there, strapping them in SLI, which is the first time I'd ever seen that, which was fucking crazy, and then having them direct fans into the case because they would melt essentially, just so you could run this baby at 1024 by 768. That was, for the time, mind-blowing. Such a massive resolution. Oh, that could have gone better, but... But like, this game introduced my favorite weapon of any first-person shooter ever, the railgun. Like, that thing revolutionized the way I play first-person shooters. It was like, it kind of also introduced the concept of a headshot. Like, because basically if you pinged a dude, chances are they were gonna die very quickly. But there's like... a lot of dudes out there. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm getting murdered. This is, yeah, also, oh, super shotgun. It's also the game, so apart from like character mods and like model changes, I remember seeing a lot of actual, I'd seen a lot of mods for Quake. So like Capture the Flag, Team Fortress in its original incarnation, and like custom maps too. I remember this being a big thing for custom maps. Yep. Die, sons of bitches. Okay, get back to it. I just thought it was weird when the music cut out there, but yeah. I really do love this game. Oh, that's, yep, so corpses get flies around them, which was cool. Hated these dog things. This, like, also, a lot of people don't, fuck, I shouldn't have blown that up. Like, Quake 2 for a lot of people falls kind of by the wayside, like it wasn't as, oh yeah, quite damage. Wasn't as big for them, or like, they expected, I don't know, like, I guess expectations were kind of raised by what Quake 1 did for this. Oh shit, that's bad. That's very bad. That's just bad. Oh. Die. I'm supposed to get that up there. Oh, yeah, I did done that. Got that. What was I saying? Fuck. So that dude, if you let him get, he hits that and all those explode. That's bad news. Yeah. Quake 2 isn't as fondly remembered as Quake 1 by a lot of people. Which is a shame. It's an excellent game that did a lot. For the genre. Like, it very much took the visuals up a notch for the time. It also, like, for me, it just has a very cool look to it. I just dig it. Fucking awesome. That guitar, man. This is this was also another game that the soundtrack came on. So this game loads CD audio, so you could drop in your own CD if you wanted to, but it also meant you could drop the Quake 2 CD into a CD player and listen to the bitchin' soundtrack. So now, this was new also, this concept of like kind of like hub. So this is kind of introduced some backtracking. You would open hub type worlds, like levels, which would essentially die, son of a bitch. Would open up and you would have to venture into multiple like wings to like get a key from one end or deactivate a bunch of shit. Where Quake 1 was more of a linear turn on what? No, I'm not gonna save it. Actually, no, I'm not turning on. Marines with that 5% ground force operational status. Ain't nothing, but oh, there's another one there. Ain't nothing better than quad damage. Nothing. Yeah, I think so. That was the first little area, and this whole game was broken up into sections. This sick little cutscene in between.
Acquired. Personnel located. Now exiting base area. Proceed to bunker area. Destroy squad logistical train.
So of course, Quake 3 went a different direction, and that was I spent a lot of time with Quake 3 for that particular reason, but it went full it cut out the cut out the single player entirely. It just went full multiplayer shooter at a time where that was kind of the go. But Quake 4, which actually, so Doom 3 was like 2003. I want to say 3 years. So I want to say Quake 4 was like 2006 or 7. Weird one. Quake 4 followed up this storyline with the Strog, and it was like this, kind of, even though it was a return to the storyline, it was a departure again for the series, and that it went back to a pretty heavily story-driven campaign rather than full multiplayer shooter. And I don't remember liking the multiplayer in that as much. It felt. The thing about id shooters is they all seem to run at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You either like that or you fucking hate that. For me, I can't get enough of that. Like, what's a multiplayer shooter if you're not frantically trying to figure out what the fuck you should be doing? It's bad. It's bad is what it is. It's the reason why to this day I still prefer to play Call of Duty on a PC, because it's just quicker, faster, more chaotic. But Quake 4 slowed that down, where this Quake 1, 2 and 3 all kind of maintained a pace that was kind of set up by Doom to begin with. I mean, I like this game that much that I'm very much not ashamed to say I have a fucking Quake 2 action figure. Granted, I think I was like 12 when I bought it. And me being me, took it out of the goddamn plastic. Because I want to play with that fucking thing. It's got a fucking rocket launcher. So it's not mint in box anymore, but it's still cool, none the fucking less. I should have squashed those dudes down there. No, I did not. I'm gonna get back up there. Shit. Do cool things like this. This super shotgun too. Like, you keep your goddamn double-barreled shotgun. That thing's a piece of shit. Super shotgun where it's at. Good noise. Oh, what the? It didn't hurt that I was kind of okay at playing this as well. I don't think we ever. Fuck. Had a few friends that were also kind of. They were very heavily Quake players, more multiplayer, so they were better at it. But we didn't quite speed run this, but it was kind of. It was a few times. It was like who could play through this on the highest goddamn difficulty as quickly, well, like first few levels as quickly as possible. So that goes down into nowhere yet. Alright. We gotta find the supply station entrance. That's the warehouse, that's the supply station. A little bit more. Just good goddamn music. I'm going the wrong way, but it's making that long to go. Oh no, trying out. There we go. I'm saying kind of wind up to and an afterfire, so even after you took your finger off the button, it still would take a second for it to cut off, which was cool. Just good music. Sure, so good over here, man.
Computer.
Okay, man, that's that one. I don't remember what that door does. Oh. Up? No, back. We get back to the... No, oh, okay. Wait. Oh, this way. How many caught? I wasn't counting. Those dudes always fucking terrified me. Oh! Fuck me! Oh. I need new underwear. Holy fuck, yeah, okay. This game still can get me. Oh, I didn't expect you to get down. Oh man, heart still racing. Whew.
Computer updated.
Oh my god,
Computer
heart's still
updated.
fucking pounding. Just a good shotgun noise as well. Beefy. Now you backtrack. I think. Return to the ammo depot, which. Yeah, which is the middle ground. Okay. And then you go into the warehouse, right? Yeah. Because now you've got all these power cores. I'll end open up all this shit. This is also, so the way I've always discovered Doom, and it's kind of the way I've always come to understand video game design is, if you give the player something, make sure you try and fuck them at the same time. Now, if it's a thing you need, then that's a little different, but if it's a secret area, very much so it is, make that asshole pay for thinking that he's being clever. So, this game kind of turned that on its head a little bit, which always made me like it a little bit more, just because it was a little bit more unpredictable, especially from, like, Quake 1 did it a lot, and so that, like, Doom is notorious for it. It's like, when you find a secret area, you're pretty sure something's going to try and murder you, and Doom 3 brought it back in a big way. But yeah, it's like, this one not so much. Like, sometimes it would do it, and then other times it would just reward you for finding the secret thing, and you would immediately try and figure out how the game was trying to fuck you. I think that's the right way. I'll just finish up this level. I do love this game though, still. This is another on those another on the list of games that, like, when I don't know what to play, or nothing new is out, or I don't feel like playing anything in particular, it's like I have a list that I will just go to and replay, and this is, like, I don't want to say this is number one on the list, but it's fucking up there. Oh, Deus Ex would be number one, but it's a strong second. dog things, man. Bad news. This game had some cool enemies in it too. The Iron Maidens.
Computer updated.
The boss fights were
Computer updated.
kind of cool. I always like those guys too. There's something about this swagger. They just lean back. I swear that door's open. Fuck you, Doug. Oh, yeah, you're a big motherfucker. Pretty sure that guy's... Nah, he's got hyper blaster. Looks like that guy's got a railgun on his other arm. Or it's a rocket launcher, I can't remember. Actually, maybe get the next level. Wait, look up some sheets. Conveyor belt. Yeah. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, so next section. Okay. Alright. I didn't know this. No. Oh, and you crashed. Never mind. Alright, cool. You son of a bitch. So that's Quake 2. It's really, still really good. Thanks for watching. And check out the stuff on the site. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.